Ladies and gentlemen, this is Doodlehead bringing you another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, we will be focusing on the recent announcement by MiHoYo on social media, basically stating that all players who reach Adventure Rank 20 before the 1.1 update will receive a free 4-star Barbara. Barbara was one of the best healers in the game during the closed beta. She's still a great unit, and what separates her from other healers is her ability to revive. Sure, you'll need to develop a constellation in order to gain that ability, but this free unit will essentially be one less constellation you need, and a freebie is always welcome, especially for all of my lovely free-to-play players out there. Also, being able to get a fantastic healer this early on in the game allows for anyone and everyone to tackle harder content as you progress through Genshin Impact. Now, where I'm super hyped about this announcement is that this possibly changes what items you choose to claim from the road event if you haven't already. While the prototype Amethyst was for anyone who wanted to use Noelle or lucky enough to summon a different 4-star great user in mind, you can legitimately consider snagging the prototype Malicus for someone other than Lisa now. That's right, ladies and gents. If you're serious about having a top tier support healer, then having the Malicus early on for when you reach AR20 is something you should seriously consider. Since the prototype Malicus grants energy to the user and 4% HP regen for the party when an elemental burst is used, this will synergize pretty well with her elemental skill, Let the Show Begin, which allows for both passive healing and a burst heal when using a charged attack. The charge attack bonus from her skill, along with the charge attack bonus from the Malicus, and the passive healing from Let the Show Begin, will provide some great healing and make it so that your team won't know the meaning of death once her elemental burst is added on top of that. I also need to remind you folks that 4-star units are just as viable as 5-star units, and I will be doing a Barbara showcase once I get her on global, since Barbara was able to be built as both a support unit and a DPS unit during the closed beta, which gives me hope that characters in this game won't be bound to just one type of build. Now that we have most of the stuff about Barbara out the way, let's speak how to effectively reach AR20 in order to claim the character since she is time gated. First and foremost, focus on the campaign missions. Tackling the story missions is mostly all that's available in the beginning of the game, apart from a few chests and a Malicus hunt. This is by far the fastest way to progress up front. Make sure to keep an eye out for Adventure Rank 10, where you will get a free 4-star sword, and once you level that up to the max level, which is 20, you will get a huge boost in DPS, and it will help in many different fighting scenarios with different type of enemies. While you're doing story missions, you will start to gain access to Leyline Blossoms, the first one being the Line of Revelations at Adventure Rank 8. Here, you'd want to take a small detour and do these lane lines not only because they provide XP materials for your characters, but they also take 20 resin to claim the rewards. The reason you're going to want to do this is because in the beginning of the game, you start out with a capped amount of 120 resin, and there really isn't anything else to go and spend your resin on. So complete 6 ley lines to run through your resin and have it on cooldown. Never just sit on capped resin, as this is a waste of the overall resin you could have if it were to be regenerating, and also a loss of rewards as well. If you smash these out quickly, you also give yourself an opportunity to complete about 2 or 3 more ley lines before you possibly get off the game for the day. But since in the beginning of the game, you don't need a lot of AR XP to level up, those daily 600 Adventure Rank XP from completing ley lines really give you a boost towards reaching Adventure Rank 20. And done smartly, that 600 can easily become 900 to 1000 AR XP, which is almost an entire Adventure Rank level. Commissions will also become accessible to players while leveling up your Adventure Rank and completing Archon quests. There are 4 daily, and completing them will grant you a good amount of AR XP. There's also a bonus reward you can get from the guild back at Mondstadt that will give you another batch of Adventure Rank XP amongst many other different rewards. So basically, you are going to start out doing story quests and any other quests in your quest inventory, all the while taking short detours and completing other activities as you go unlocking them. One thing that helped me out tremendously was my curiosity to explore. I went in ahead and unlocked a large amount of waypoints and statues, so when it came time to do missions, commissions, domains, and anything else that I had unlocked, I didn't even have to waste time to sprint or climb to them. I was just able to teleport to that location or around the area. I also suggest to open any chest or animalculus that you find. I personally wasn't able to discover all of them, so I can't provide a picture of their specific locations, but once I'm able to do that, I'll be quick to post it up. So once again, you're going to want to start out doing quests, take some time to do ley lines and commission, as well as grabbing any chest and animalculus in order to ensure that you reach adventure rank 20 as fast as possible. Well guys, that concludes today's public announcement. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe in order to get the first scoop when I drop new videos. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and see you in the next video.